and welcome to the channel. Today, we'll go this way today. Make things exciting. Hello and welcome to the channel. Shut up, you. Today, right, so I'm heading down to a meeting today. I'm doing an art talk today. So it's a bit of practice for me, I suppose. An art talk. Well, it's just like nothing. It's just an informal art talk at a meeting that I go to. So basically, I've got a few of my pictures I just sort of grabbed this morning and chucked them in the car. Not real planning around it. We'll just wing it, I suppose. If I was doing a proper talk, I would set out a menu. Is that what you call it? So you would talk about one thing and say what you're going to talk about, and then put the other thing in. You know, say what you're going to talk about, and then do it. So the reason I'm going this way is because the last time I went differently. This is slightly longer to get to where I'm going, but well, never mind. Right, so what's going on? Well, what's going on? Had a few snotograms in this morning, as you would do if you're criticising other people's driving. That was quite a cool truck. Especially if it's seen to be like a vulnerable person or something, or in some way somebody who's learning or something, you know. So, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, it could be that, but there's no indication on the car that was the case. But what I will say is that with these, the Scottish government, the general government hierarchy is trying to disable pensioners. Inhibit is probably a better word. And they're doing the same with the young as well. So taking away your freedoms gradually, trying to. So in the young, when you learn to drive, it's very expensive, and then I suppose they're probably teaching them to follow to the illegal road signs, the unenforceable speed restrictions implemented by the Scottish Government under temporary traffic restriction orders. So maybe they're not exactly illegal. God, that thing's fairly shining, that number plate. And they're not lawful would be probably a better way of describing them. So they don't know any better, and they've got to go along with it, haven't they? And they're putting. There's another thing we should object to, and I would suggest don't get in black boxes in your car. It's not infringement in your, personal kind of. But you're going to say to me, well, I have to because it costs so much, and everything. But so yeah, we're back to the hierarchy again, the economic hierarchy. Those that can't afford it suffer the most. So there was a thing came up at Forbes, electrical contractors, the old Scottish name Forbes. So there's a thing came up on my timeline today, 8 years ago, and my brother and myself. This is a weird story, this, there was a picture that I drew around 1977, and it was of my mother's house and her parents' house, and it was complimented at school. I did it at school, and that was one of the ones. So my brother stepped in, that was on Facebook, and claimed that he did it. And I don't know if he genuinely believes he did. So it caused a bit of a... Well, we had a bit of an argument about it at my dad's funeral. Well, not an argument, but it was brought up, and my eldest son, was listening at the time. So this came up, and me and my brother don't really talk as such. We haven't fallen out necessarily any more than anybody else would, but we don't communicate, and the reasons for that are... It's fine though, it suits me fine. I mean, since I've gotten away from the family that I was brought up in, my mental health is improving in certain ways, and I think, you know, as the time goes by, you actually think, well, this is fucking fine, this, you know. I don't want to get... When I was ostracised from the family when my parents were still alive, I was kind of like away from them for a few years, so to speak. And I remember every time I went back into the family, as in was involved with them, my mother and sister would be under some kind of serious problem, fallout, drama situation. And I can remember just thinking, oh, it must be like that all the time. And it was. So like I was getting a break because I was ostracised, and then I got properly ostracised, sort of, I suppose. So as all these years went by and I wasn't getting involved, but then I wasn't being supported by the family structure, which they should have been doing. And I had my own problems and issues to deal with, you know, so... so this picture, so it's a weird one. I think I might do a video on it, actually. So I think the picture is indicative of deeper problems. You know, it's not really about the picture, is what I mean. It's essentially what I'm saying, right? It's just it could be arguing over a chair, say, a chair. It's quite clever of my brother. I mean, he's not a stupid man, you know, he's intelligent. But it's indicative of him as well. You know, he could have done it so many different ways. But he's on a winner with it because his manipulative behaviour. If I say, like, I was to get an investigative journalist or something to prove that I drew the picture, right? And then he would say, I was only winding you up. So he's on a winner. He's on a winner with it. So either way, he's got it covered, you know. He'll be able to get out of it. And that's how he's operated, and that's how he coped with our abusive family. Because he was clever enough, and he's, you know, but you know, I don't think he's really morally, really. I don't think he's there really, but I mean, he does what the family did and what my dad did, because it was overpowering mother and an ineffective father. That's what the psychiatrist said. So we're back down to the matriarchy and Protestants and everything like that. So what I thought my dad was I always felt he was a covert Protestant. Because he never... But then that's what you would do. If you follow Protestant or Islam or whatever, or Catholic, you would do it rather than talk about it. You only discuss it as already decided. That's what you are. So a lot of that is like... Yeah, so here we go. We're here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I don't think there's going to be any winners with that one. They'll just fight back if they find out about it. Well, they might choose to I'll probably just choose to ignore it, I would think. Probably that's how he copes with things. So thanks for watching. Bye.